Yeah, I was just going to say the Ferguson Commission report. We've got it written. I was pretty involved in that process. I've also been on a task force now called the Keep Kids in Class program, which focuses on the school-to-prison pipeline like you were talking about. And that's definitely an extremely important way for us to get involved. I've worked for the Department of Corrections in our state. I've worked with jails all over our state, and I'm suing one right now in St. Louis. We have the Workhouse here that is costing $16 million a year, and we are holding now less than 300 people in that building. For that $16 million, we just implemented Cure Violence in St. Louis, thank goodness. We could have implemented it throughout the entire city and gone even into the county for that same amount of money. And with those 200 people, believe it or not, we actually have room for them right now in the Justice Center. But instead, we're renting rooms out to the federal government so that we can make some money off of those prisoners. They can go somewhere else, and that's usually what they do. They go to different jails throughout our state, and that's where they can be housed, and we can get rid of the Workhouse and take $16 million and actually invest it into the community. We need to reinvest in communities throughout our state. We are incarcerating far too many people. We need to invest in diversion courts so that we're treating folks. If you look at the statistics now, the number of people who are in prisons in our state who have addiction issues, it's huge. For men and for women, it's above 90%. But instead of treating folks, instead of getting folks the things that they need, we're just locking them up and hoping that they get better at the end of it without any reentry plan whatsoever. We need smart, different law enforcement, not the same crap that we've been doing for so long. And we need someone who's going to focus on this as a primary issue. And the Attorney General's office can do a whole lot. I've actually been working with prosecutors and law enforcement officers and community members throughout our state already on plans for this issue. So it's a very important one. And it's one that I think even the governor right now would be able to get on board with reducing our prison population. We can invest that in our communities instead.
Yeah.